So, you need a new laptop. But trying to choose one can feel like, well, like trying to navigate a maze of confusing specs and endless options. In this explainer, we're going to give you a super simple framework to find the perfect machine for you without all the headache. I mean, you're looking at dozens of models, a sea of numbers, and all these acronyms that sound like they're from a sci-fi movie. It's a totally common feeling, and that's exactly why we're here, to cut right through all that noise. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to simplify this whole thing by breaking it down into just two really clear categories. This little framework is going to empower you to make a decision you feel really confident about. Okay, first up, we've got a category I like to call the everyday essentials. Think of these as the trusty workhorses for most people. They're absolutely perfect for web browsing, writing emails, streaming your favorite shows, and handling all your documents. They're all about giving you the best bang for your buck. All right, so here are our three main contenders in this category. And just look at those prices. Every single one is well under $350. So what do you get for your money? Let's dive in, and we're going to start with the most wallet-friendly option of the bunch. Okay, so if your number one goal is just getting online and getting things done for the absolute lowest cost possible, then you've really got to look at the HP 14. It's designed to be that super accessible entry point for pretty much anyone needing a new machine. And hey, you don't have to just take my word for it. The proof is right here. Over 6,000 of these were bought in the last month alone. I mean, that's a massive number, and it's a huge testament to just how popular this thing is. But here's the real kicker. For just over $170, you not only get a capable machine, but it also comes with a full year of Microsoft 365. You know, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all ready to go right out of the box. That is a tough deal to beat. Okay, so what if you have a little more to spend? What does that get you? Well, for about $100 more, you can step up to the Asus VivoBook Go. And this one has a really unique selling point: durability. And this is just a perfect example of how a little more cash can get you some seriously cool upgrades. When they say military-grade durability, they mean it can actually handle the bumps and scrapes of everyday life. Plus, you get those modern touches like fast charging and even a physical webcam shield for privacy. Looks like over 1,000 people last month thought that was a pretty good deal. All right, our final contender in the Everyday Essentials group is the Acer Aspire 3. This one's really positioned as that solid all-around performer. It gives you a little more screen to work with and a bit more oomph under the hood. And you know, the specs here are really, really solid for this price point. You're getting a nice big 15.6-inch Full HD display, perfect for watching movies. It's got that same powerful AMD Ryzen 3 processor we saw in the Asus, but this time it's paired with 8 gigs of the very latest LPDDR5 RAM. What does that mean for you? Even smoother multitasking. All right, let's totally shift gears. What if your daily grind is a little, well, more demanding? I'm talking about running heavy-duty business software, juggling like 50 browser tabs at once, and some serious multitasking. That, my friends, is where our second category comes in, the business class powerhouses. And right away, you can just see the leap in specs. Both of these jump up to an Intel Core i5 processor. It's kind of like upgrading your car's engine from a 4-cylinder to a V6. It's just built to handle more and faster. Plus, you're getting a ton of RAM, 16 gigs, and a super fast 512 gigabyte solid-state drive. Yeah, these things are built for pure performance. So first up in the powerhouse category, we have the Lenovo V15. And this machine is just laser-focused on one thing: productivity, getting stuff done. It's packed with little features that professionals or even students who crunch a lot of numbers are just gonna love. And here's why it's like a professional's toolkit. That processor, it's so good it actually beats some of the higher-end i7 chips in certain tasks. And look, it includes a full numeric keypad. If you've ever worked with spreadsheets, you know that's a total game changer. Plus, it runs Windows 11 Pro, which gives you those extra security and business features. So our other powerhouse option is the Dell 15. And while it has a lot of the same guts as the Lenovo, Dell really focuses on the experience of using it, especially when it comes to the screen. And you've got to see this, a 120 Hz display. What does that mean? Well, that super high refresh rate makes everything, and I mean everything, from just scrolling on a website to watching an action movie, feel incredibly smooth and fluid. On top of that, Dell throws in their on-site service, which is some serious peace of mind for anyone who relies on their machine for work.
So let's boil it all down. On one side, you have the everyday essentials. These are all about incredible value for your daily tasks, and they're all under $350. On the other side, you've got the business powerhouses, built from the ground up for performance for those demanding apps, and they start over $450. The question is, which one of these categories is calling your name?
Okay, so now that you've got the lay of the land, the final, most important step is all about you. It's about taking what we've learned and turning it into your perfect choice. And trust me, it really is this simple. Just 3 steps. 1, define your budget. What's the absolute max you can spend? 2, be really honest with yourself. What are you going to use this thing for 90% of the time? And 3, match those tasks to one of the 2 categories we just talked about. That's it. You've cracked the code to finding the right laptop. You know, there's a quote from the source material that just sums this whole thing up perfectly. It says, "From budget-friendly to premium, find laptops that fit every lifestyle and budget." And that's exactly it. Whether you're a student on a tight budget or a pro who needs top-tier performance, there really is a machine out there that's the perfect fit for you. So, as we wrap this up, the real question isn't just about specs and prices anymore, is it? It's about potential. It's about what you're going to do with this new tool. What amazing report will you write? What new business will you build? What skill will you finally learn? The real question is, what will you create with your next laptop?